Welcome to Cam Look, your bi-weekly bit of the Cincinnati Art Museum. Each Tuesday and Thursday, a staff member or volunteer will present an object from the museum's permanent collection and pose questions for discussion. Please check back at 10 a.m. on those days for new work and a new conversation. Hi, I'm Susan, a docent at the museum, and today I'd like to share the painting Waterloo Bridge by the British artist John Constable. This bridge opened in June 18, 1817, on the second anniversary of Napoleon's defeat by the British in that famous battle. The occasion was marked by much pomp and ceremony. Less attention was paid to its removal in the 1930s to make way for a modern structure. The opposite is true of Constable's art. He often struggled during his lifetime, but is much more admired today. It's not a small painting at 22 by 31 inches, but it's dwarfed by the 7-foot monster of the same subject by Constable in the Tate in London. Constable was known to make multiple open-air sketches like this as the basis for larger paintings completed in his studio. Perhaps our painting was also in preparation for his larger work. Let's look more closely at our work. The bridge, right background, isn't the first thing that jumps out at me. If the small dome of St. Paul's Cathedral wasn't there, it would almost fade into the sky. Constable is known for his images of the sky and clouds. He did dozens of cloud studies that were never exhibited during his lifetime, but are admired today. The tall, dark tree left foreground is prominent and contrasts nicely against that sky. Perhaps that's why it's there. The touch of red and white do draw my eye to the figures and action in the center. I think it's amusing that he included a skinny dipper. There is a shadow over the river in the foreground, and the water looks calm. It seems like a lovely but common urban landscape of a bridge, water, and sky. Surprise, it's not Constable's usual subject. Yes, he was known for his landscapes, but he more frequently painted the countryside, specifically the area around Suffolk, where he was born and lived. John Constable never traveled outside of England, and yet he is credited with influencing the Barbizon painters in France. He favored realistic depictions of nature made from close observation over idealized landscapes using nature as a background or for historical or mythological scenes. To me, his loose brushstrokes seem to foreshadow Impressionism, but his objective was not to capture the fleeting qualities of light, color, and atmosphere. Unfortunately, this painting is not currently on display. We do have a special exhibit of other self-taught artists. Surprise again, John Constable was largely self-taught. You can view the works in Creating Connections in Gallery 234 until October. Pick the artist and works you feel will be most admired in the long history of art.